Everyone. Today I will teach about asexual reproduction. We all know that the asexual reproduction means there is no sex involved and we no sexual cell or human cells are involved in reproduction. So how they reproduce? They basically reproduce from the mother cell without any sex cell. Creation of new generation from a single individual is called asexual reproduction. Now, how many types of asexual reproductions are there? There are different types of reproduction, asexual reproduction, but in your syllabus, fission, fragmentation, regeneration, budding, heteropropagation, and spore formations are there. This the first one is binary fission. Binary fission, you can see here the mother cell or the single cells are there. By the help extending their cytoplasm and extending their nucleus, there is a cleavage formed or furrow formed. After that, the single cell become into two offspring which are almost similar to their mother cell. The first one is amoeba. This basically by the help of asexual reproduction produce two cells. Another example is here Leishmania, which is the causative agent of Kala-Jar. It's also firstly increase their nucleus number, then they form their flagella in number and they form a cleavage in their body. And later, two two Leishmania daughter cell formed. And basically, it's another type. There is multiple fission occurs in Plasmodium. Plasmodium basically cause malaria. And in this Plasmodium, when it get favorable condition, they produce a layer known as cyst. And inside the cell, the single nucleus divide and forms multiple nucleus. Later, this nucleus is covered by a cell membrane, and this cell membrane inside the cells multiple cells in a particular time. And later, when these cells get proper favorable condition, it bursts out and releases. Basically, Plasmodium enter into the human blood cell and it bursts out the RBC and produces jaundice. Here is the next one. This is the fragmentation. This is the spirogyra, and inside the spirogyra is divided into septa. And these inside the cell there is a spiral chloroplast are there. But by the help of any other external environment or any other cause, the cell become divided, and both the single organism is converted into two cells, and later it grow and proliferate. Next, this is regeneration. Basically, it occurs in planaria and hydra. Planaria, by the help of any external cause, is divided into pieces, and later every piece regenerate and produces three different organisms, and later they grow and proliferate and works as the individual organism. Hydra is also there, which by the help of an external cause just broken down, and later every broken part is converted into full body. As a result, every organism can easily convert into multiple number by this asexual reproduction process. Degeneration is not the same as reproduction since most organisms do not normally depend on degeneration for reproduction. Also, many organisms use only the regenerate lost part like teak. Teak also partially regenerate. The budding. You can see here the yeast. Yeast we all know that it helps in alcohol fermentation process and produce alcohol, and it also helps in bakery industry. And inside the body there is a nucleus, and nucleus later from increase its number, increase its quantity. Later, it increases the nucleus quality and it forms a bud. It increases the brass structure by the increase of cytoplasm. Later, when the structure is increases, it's just from a proper bud and released from the body. And animal hydra also forms a small bud later with when increases in size and just falls off from the mother's body. Here you can see here the hydra, a bud developed as a outgrowth due to the repeated cell division at one specific site. Buds develop into tiny individual and when fully mature, detach from the parent body and become new individual. Next is vegetative propagation. We all know what is vegetative part? Vegetative parts are root, stem, and leaves. And plants grow from the vegetative part under proper appropriate condition. And what are the main advantages of vegetative reproduction, vegetative propagation? By the help of these, many plants grow very easily in a small time. And plant raised by this method can bear flower fruit earlier than those produced from the seed. And seedless progenies can be produced like banana, orange, rose, jasmine. It can form as a seedless progeny. And all plants are genetically similar. And if you just collect a part from a particular genetical plant, you can produce same type of organism in a small time. You can see here potted tuber which form bud. This bud later increase in a particular proper condition and later it produce plant. And here you can see the vegetative propagation from leaf. This is the bryophyllum leaves and the bud are produced from the notches along with the leaf margin and they fall on the soil and develop into new plant. Next is tissue culture. Tissue culture is another very important thing. It is also known as micropropagation. Just a small part of the leaf or seed just collected from the any plant, which quality is very good, just transfer into a proper hormone plate. And in this hormone concentration, these type of part of the seed of leaves that increase in structure and form a callus, and these callus later converted into plantlet by the help of differentiation process, and later in this plantlet part is converted into small plant, which later is transformed into the top for better growth. And thus many plant can grow as a disease-free condition. Why disease-free condition? Because most of the seed part or leaf part which are collected from the leaf are from collected from the meristematic part, and meristematic part hormone concentration is very high. As a result, bacteria and virus cannot attack this region, and as a result when we collect the seed part or any meristematic part, many plant can be grown in disease free condition, and this technique is commonly used in ornamental plant. This is a spore formation, and basically you can see here this is a braid, and on the braid, in the favorable condition, the braid mold, the rhizopus can grow. And in the proper condition, cool, moist, dark place is necessary for the proper rhizopus growth. And you can see here the spores are inside the sporangia. And inside this, when these sporangia get proper condition, it